Okay, ready? Hey everybody!
Hey guys, how you doing?
Woo! We are Will and Faith with Get to the Root Health and Wellness, where we love to come and share and inspire and motivate you to live a healthy lifestyle.
That's right.
Why? Because your health is your wealth.
It is.
If it is your first time joining us, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Now you can see we're in our kitchen.
That's right.
So we love bringing inspiration by way of the kitchen and by way of doing fun in-home workouts. So if you're all about connecting with individuals like yourself that's living a healthy lifestyle, or you're trying to live one, like I said, go ahead and hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Now, today we are super excited because it is the new year and a lot of us are trying to, live a healthier lifestyle. And for some of us, that includes eating more plants.
That's right.
And today we're going to be sharing with you how you can make an eggless omelet. Okay? Yes, you can make omelets without using any eggs, without using any dairy. It's going to be all 100% plant-based. And I'm super excited because, when I was living the standard American diet, I loved my omelets and my scrambled eggs.
Yes.
But now that we're living a plant-based lifestyle, we wanted to come and share with you how you can make plant-based or vegan omelets.
That's right.
So if that's what you're, sort of interested in, then stay tuned. Okay. Now this is a live recording. So if you're joining us live, go ahead on and give us a shout out. Let us know where you're joining us live from, and we're gonna be saying hello to you in a few minutes. But since we're going to be doing this omelet, we want to go ahead on and jump right into the preparation of the omelet. Now, like I said earlier, these omelets are plant-based, and we're going to give you two variations by which you can make a vegan or plant-based option. One is by using pumpkin seeds, and on last week, we did a live showing you how you can make scrambled eggs using pumpkin seeds.
That's
okay.
Right. Yep.
And we're also going to show you how you can make an omelet using chickpea flour. Okay. So pumpkin seeds and chickpea flour. Yeah. You can use those two to make omelets. So that's what we're going to be sharing with you today. But and I know every good omelet, especially a plant-based one, starts with some veggies. Okay, so we're going to start our omelet with cooking up some veggies first, because that's what we're gonna use to stuff the omelet with. Okay, so leave a comment below, let us know what kind of veggies you like to put in your omelet. We're going to be having some spinach and onions and mushrooms. I like putting a little garlic in there as well. Some bell peppers. You could do olives if you want. Tonight I'm adding some baby spinach with arugula because I can. Okay, I love arugula, and so I like mixing up my greens a little bit. So spinach and arugula will be going in this omelet too this evening. So like I said, leave a comment below. And is my eye on that?
It should be.
I don't think it is. It's getting hot. No, so my hot plate, I'm waiting for it to get hot here, and I'm gonna have my technician to figure out what's going on over there to give us some. Better plug up. Okay.
Okay, tell you what, I'm still here.
Okay, I think I feel the heat coming in. Okay. All right. So we get our hot plate heated up so that we can cook our veggies. Now, we like to not cook with any oil, okay? Because really you don't need to. Number two, it's a whole lot of added calories that you'll be adding to your food that you don't need. Number three, is pure fat, right? And so we don't need to be really eating pure fat. It's not good for our hearts. So at all costs, we avoid oils, all right? And so that's the beautiful part of having a non-stick pan. So you want to get a non-stick pan, and I'm waiting for this here hot plate to warm up. And if it don't, I think we got another little angle we can use because we got some new equipment, y'all. We're so excited, all right? But yeah, so we're going to be sauteing some. If you can change the scene for me there. Yeah. we're gonna be sauteing up, like I shared with you before, with the let's do the crop and get it where we need it to be, right there. There you go. Say done. Okay, so we're going to be sauteing up our veggies. All right, and again, like I said, I have some onions and mushrooms and some little bit of bell peppers in here, and we're going to saute them for about 4 minutes or so. Let's put the lid on this. And the beautiful part about cooking with mushrooms is that mushrooms are full of water, believe it or not. Okay, so you really don't need to add any oil because the mushrooms, as they cook, they will secrete the natural water that's found in the mushrooms. Onions as well, but mushrooms are really loaded with water. See that lid over there on the countertop there? Okay. So we're going to just cover this up to sort of intensify the heat a little bit. And we're going to let this simmer for about 4 minutes or so. Okay? So how y'all doing? Y'all had a good week? Good, good, good. Let's see who's joined us live. And we're going to give y'all a few shout outs. Who we have? Sherry. Hey, Sherry, thank you for joining us. You love olives and tomatoes and spinach in your tofu omelets. That is absolutely amazing. That sounds amazing. Yes, all good. What else we got? And Sherry is joining us from Pasadena, California.
Hey,
so thank
Sherry.
you for joining
Thank
us.
you so much for joining us.
Yeah. Hey, Mary, thank you for joining us.
Mary,
How
it's
are
good to
you?
see you. Good to see you. Yes.
And we
yes.
have Deborah Chan joining us all
Hey,
the way
Deborah.
from Hong Kong. Hey, Deborah.
Oh, hey,
Thank you for joining. My goodness, what time is it in Hong Kong?
You be traveling, don't you, Deborah?
Yes, you get around.
Safe travels, Deborah.
Most definitely. We appreciate you joining us live. We have Juanita. Hey, Juanita, all the way from Clayton County, Kentucky. So you're my neighbor.
Yeah, Clayton County.
Thank you for joining us live. We appreciate you joining us live. So now let me show you guys real quick why you really don't need to add any oil to your pan. Now you can see all of that water there. Hand me the pink spatula. Yes. The other one, please. Yes. So we really don't need to add any oil, none whatsoever, to our pan because the mushrooms are secreting liquid to cook the veggies in. Okay. Now, if you don't like mushrooms and you choose not to add mushrooms, then you can by all means use a little bit of vegetable stock, and I have some here. You can add that to your pan just a little bit, not a whole lot, so that your veggies won't stick. Okay, so now after those veggies cook down, we're going to add some greens in. Greens by any means, right? Greens are like the most nutrient-dense food we can eat that can nourish our bodies. So like I said, my favorite greens are arugula, actually kale, arugula, and spinach are three of my top, and collards. You can't forget collards. Right. But today I'll be using spinach and arugula in here. So drop a comment below and let me know what kind of greens you like too in your omelet. Awesome. Okay, so who else we have joining us live? We got Sandra. Hey, Sandra, all the way from Las Vegas. Well, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you joining us.
Yes.
Most definitely. Who is this? Deborah. It's almost 10 o'clock. Wow, in the morning.
On Thursday morning.
Wow. Okay, a whole day. Wait a minute, today Wednesday. All right, so you're a day ahead. Okay. All right. We got Shelly joining us. Thank you so much, Shelly.
Nice
Thank you for joining us. Now look, check this out. Let me hide this. Who is this, Shelly? Let me see. See all that water? So now, so why do we need to add any oil? We absolutely don't. So now what I'm gonna do, these veggies been cooking a few minutes. I'm gonna go ahead on and add my greens in.
What you mean?
And we're only gonna cook this for about a total of about 5 to 6 minutes. But now that we're adding the greens in, they cook, you just want to let them cook until they wilt. We don't want to overcook our greens. And that normally takes about, 1 to 2 minutes or so. Okay. So if you want, Will, you can go ahead and put the top on there. Good deal. Awesome. Now, like I said before, if you choose not to add mushrooms to your pan, you're using just like onions and olive, more drier vegetables, you can always add a splash of vegetable stock, okay? And I prefer using the unsalted because we try to keep our sodium down low. But I get this actually from Walmart, by the way. You could just add a couple of splashes to your veggies and let them cook, right? About 4 to 6 minutes. That's it. All right. Y'all got any questions?
Yeah, Juanita has one.
Okay.
Look, she
What's she
said,
say?
you ever let honey?
You can
Honey
show the
pie.
question.
You ever let honey pie cook in it?
Honey Pat cook any?
Look. You gotta look.
Do you? Oh, Juanita. Yeah, he actually gonna cook tonight, Juanita. He gonna show y'all his cooking skills tonight. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we have pretty much our veggies are done. Let me show you the veggies. See, they are pretty much done and ready for the omelet. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually transfer them to a plate because we're going to use this pan to cook our omelet. Okay? So they are done. Veggies are done. And you know what I forgot to do? Just for a little bit of added flavoring, I like to add, what is this? Bragg's 24 herbs and spice. And really, you can add whatever you want to season your veggies. That's why vegetable stock is good to use too as well because they add flavor to the vegetables without adding salt. So I'm going to add just a little bit of the herbs and spices and, leave veggies to have a little flavor, okay? And believe it or not, your onions and your mushrooms are really flavorful, and the garlic are really flavorful. What?
I was just looking at the name of the pan. Juanita was asking what type of pan is that you're using.
Okay.
That pan is the name of the pan is called Time and Table. And Queen bought it from Walmart. Time and Table, it's a non-stick pan, so very inexpensive, but that's where she got it from. Yeah, so Karen Mass says she's just sneaking in real quick,
Okay.
So
let's turn this off. Move that out of the way. Move that out of the way. Okay, so our veggies are done. We're going to transfer them to a plate, and we're going to set them to the side. Okay, just like that. And there are no really real measurements for your veggies. It's pretty much as you want, okay? So that's where you could just do what you love. And I think I did like 2 cups of greens, and you see they cook down to little or nothing, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to, Deb, you can wash that pan out for me. Good. Okay, so our greens are done, and they're going to be ready for our omelet. So now, remember I shared with you earlier that you can use pumpkin seeds to make an omelet. So I'm going to share with you how you can make the pumpkin seed batter for your omelet. And then we'll be sharing with you how you can make the chickpea flour batter for your omelet, okay? All right, so let me get to that screen. Bear with me one moment. So, all right. So for the pumpkin seed batter, we're going to start first with some raw pumpkin seeds. And let's see, change things here. Open this up. And we're going to go with a little bit larger scene over here so y'all can see what I'm doing. You see what I'm doing? Okay, good. Awesome. Okay. Set this out the way. All right, so we're going to start with 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds, and they are raw pumpkin seeds. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's what they look like. So we're going to go with 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds. Over here. And then we're going to go with 1/2 cup of water. Pour that into our blender. And then we're going to add some turmeric and curry powder. Now, if you don't like curry powder, then just go with 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. But the curry powder, we all know turmeric is a little bitter, although it's very healthy for us. But the curry powder brings a beautiful, amazing flavor to this omelet. So even if you don't like curry powder, give it a try anyway in this recipe, at least one time, okay? All right, so we're going to add the curry powder and the turmeric powder, and then we're also going to add some onion powder and garlic powder, same amounts, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder, okay? Awesome. Okay, what's next? Some black pepper. Right. So next we're gonna add just to your taste, right? Some black pepper. Now I like to do about 3 or 4 dashes, maybe about 5 or 6 dashes of black pepper. Okay. So, and that's really to your taste. Okay. What's next? We have some nutritional yeast. Now, nutritional yeast is amazing in plant-based cooking. It has like a cheesy, sort of a light, nutty flavor, but more a cheesy, umami, savory flavor. And in this dish, it does bring, we'll always say the eggs taste a little cheesy. So we're going to use that instead of dairy cheese. We're going to use some nutritional yeast. Now, this particular brand I got from Trader Joe's. It was actually a gift from a dear friend of mine. But you can get nutritional yeast really from Walmart, Kroger. I don't think Aldi sell it, but check your local market. Nutritional yeast is not too hard to find, okay? And it's not baker's yeast or brewer's yeast, but it's nutritional yeast, okay? So get yourself some nutritional yeast to add a little cheese to your omelet, all right? So we're gonna go with 2 teaspoons of that. What else we have next?
We're doing all the dry, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
we have some flaxseed. All right. So, and again, I like to buy my flaxseed already milled, but I've heard people saying that that's not good to do, whatever. So if you got whole flax seeds, you can mill some and pour 2 teaspoons of flaxseed in here. But I buy my flaxseed already milled and I keep it in the refrigerator. Okay. And actually get this from Kroger, I think. But it's not too hard to find. And I prefer the golden flax meal. For some reason, yes, for some reason I can always taste the brown flaxseed. So the golden to me has a milder taste, and I like to use that with my cooking. All right, so we're gonna put some flaxseed in there, and the flaxseed is to hold the omelet together. So don't try this particular combination without the flaxseed, because the omelet will not hold together for the pumpkin seed batter. Okay, so it's important that you use that. What else do we have?
Last thing we have.
Okay.
Well, next to last.
Okay. So the salt that we're using is called Kala Namak, and let me show you. This is the particular brand I get off of Amazon. Okay, and you can really get it anywhere. I've heard people say you can check your local Asian markets; they sell it. But Kala Namak, it smells like eggs and it makes your food taste a little eggy, okay? So since we're making an omelet, we're gonna add just a little bit of Kala Namak in here, okay? And if you are completely salt-free in your lifestyle, then you can omit it and use whatever salt-free spice you want. But trust me, this Kala Namak really makes the world of a difference, okay? So Kala Namak black salt we're using there. And what else do we have?
Did you already put the
Torula yeast?
Yeah.
Okay. So next we're going to be adding, and this is totally optional, okay? Torula yeast is another yeast, but it has like a hickory bacon taste to it, and it is amazing. I put it in almost everything. But you don't have to add it to this, but I am because I can, and I like the way it tastes. So we're going with a 1/2 teaspoon of Torula yeast. And again, I get that off of Amazon. I'll show you the brand that I use, and I'll leave links below where you can get this. But this is the particular brand that I get from Amazon, and yeah, it's Torula yeast, so it's amazing. I like it. All right. So before we add the baking powder, we are going to blend.
I'm sorry, I got one more thing I need to ask you.
What's that?
Because I just went on and skipped over it and went on.
Plant-based milk.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
So we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of plant-based milk to the blender. Okay. So we're gonna add 1 tablespoon. That's our internet, but 1 tablespoon of plant-based milk to this, and then we're gonna blend this for about 20 seconds to get a little batter. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see, is our camera? Want to change things?
Sure.
Go here, crop, then we come over to the blender somehow. I'll just try to scoot it over.
Bring it over, Mom.
Got it. There we go. All right. So we're gonna go ahead on and blend, and I'm gonna mute the mic, and we'll be right back.
All right, we're back, Mom.
Done. All right, and that's it. So we're going to allow the pumpkin batter to rest for 5 minutes, and then we'll move on to the next step. So while we're allowing that to rest, we're going to go ahead on and move on to our chickpea omelet batter. Okay, and chickpea, hand me that chickpea flour, please. This flour is just chickpeas. It's a 1 ingredient flour, right? Yep. Come over here. And I got this from Walmart. And all it is chickpeas. That's it. Chickpeas. Just, and if you have chickpeas in your pantry, dry chickpeas, you can actually make your own flour. But this is a little bit more, and we misspelled chickpea, but it's okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, chickpea flour makes also amazing omelets. It's low in fat, high in fiber, full of protein. For those of y'all who worry about all that kind of stuff, I personally don't. I just know it's whole food, plant-based, and we're going to use it to make an omelet. So we're going to begin with 3 tablespoons of chickpea flour. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're going to add what? Some turmeric.
Yeah.
And curry powder.
Yes.
And then we're also going to add onion powder, just like we did in the pumpkin seed batter. And garlic. Okay, so go ahead on and show those, please. Good job. All right, what's next?
Next, we're going to do the black pepper.
Okay. So again, black pepper to taste, whatever floats your healthy living boat. So I like to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dashes of pepper. All right. What else do you have?
I have 1 tablespoon nutritional yeast.
Some more nutritional yeast.
Yes.
Got it.
We're still doing dry, correct? Yes. Okay. So. And
if you want, you can add some nutritional, some Tarula yeast. Remember earlier I was telling you about that? No, I think I measured this out twice.
Yeah.
So we're going to add some Tarula yeast.
Yes.
A little bit Tarula yeast. Good. Okay, this is extra. I think I did a double measurement there. Yeah. And last but not least, what about the kala namak? I think we add some kala namak to this too as well. Okay. Some black salt, and let me see, chickpea flour. We're gonna add 1/4 teaspoon. You can remove the lower thirds there. Yes. 1/4 teaspoon of kala namak. 1/4 teaspoon of kala namak, and again, that's for the eggy flavor. Okay. Yes. And it's optional if you, again, live in a salt-free lifestyle, okay? Yep. And then we're going to add some milk. Half a cup of milk, and
1.5 teaspoons
vinegar. All right, and Dad, can you hand me that whisk over there? And we're going to whisk this together until it is smooth. Okay, roll this out the way so y'all can see. Let's get together, whisk, whisk, whisk. You see that?
Mhm.
All right, and that's basically it. So you're going to let both of your batters sit about 5 minutes, okay? And then we're going to cook them on the stove. So I'm gonna have Will to go ahead on and turn our pans on to a medium-low heat, okay? Very important. You don't want your pan to be high because then your omelets, they'll burn, okay? So we're gonna turn our pans on a medium-low heat, let them preheat, and then we're gonna go over to our stove and we are going to cook these omelets. And it's very, very easy. Now, these omelets take about 12 to 15 minutes to cook. So as I said, you can't have your pan up too high or they will burn, okay? So Dad, I'm gonna come over and because I didn't show you what temperature they need to be. Go ahead on and show some comments and talk to our audience real quick.
Okay. All right, I'm going on to get some comments going here and chat a little bit. Hopefully you guys are doing great, and thank you so much again for joining us this evening. Yeah, we had a comment here from Diane Kirby. She said, good evening. I'm ready to learn. Love your show. So thank you so much, Diane. We appreciate you coming on board with us. We all kind of learn together. I think that's a great thing, I think it's wonderful that we're able to just learn and be together and grow together. Yes, I really do. So, yeah, so just trying to get a couple of comments going here, yeah, Karen. Right, Karen Matt asked, she said, which do you cook more often, scrambled or omelets?
Well, that all depends on who you asking, Karen. I think we love them all, but I think the kids really, really enjoy the really both, right? Like the other night for dinner. Matter of fact, last night for dinner, they wanted some omelets. So we made omelets for dinner, stuffed with a whole bunch of veggies. And but they like the scrambled too as well, right?
Yeah, they do.
Now I will say between the two omelets, I prefer the pumpkin seed omelet the best. But the chickpea omelet is just as good, and it's even more filling. So Karina said I brought some tofu last year because of y'all, and it's so good. Well, that's good for you, Karina. I'm glad you enjoyed tofu. My daughter loves for the scrambled eggs. She prefer the tofu for her scrambled eggs, right? And I prefer the pumpkin seed, but I do the tofu because it's good. It's all good, right? Because it's all plants, so it's all good. So but we sort of flip flop between the two, right? Because they're all equally good. So it just depends on, do you want scrambled eggs or do you want an omelet,
So Diane had one down here. So your recipe calls for cashew mayo, recipe link below, or vegan sour cream. Yep. I found the cashew mayo, did not see the recipe for the vegan sour cream. Right.
So the cashew mayo, which I haven't finished the blog, but by day, y'all, I am an accountant, remote accountant. Plus I got 3 kids, so I get really, really busy, and this is tax season, so I was just trying to get the blog post up. But before this evening is out, I will give actual hyperlinks to the cashew mayo and the hold the cheese please sauce that's in the recipe. But any vegan sour cream will work. Our cashew mayo actually have a sour cream flair to it. So that's why I said the cashew mayo. But if you don't want to make the cashew mayo, then you can just buy whatever store-bought sour cream that you want. Okay, make sure it's vegan though.
Yep, absolutely. Look at here, we have Karina, Valentinas, and she said, "Hi, lovely folks, my first live show. Thank you so much, Karina, for joining us." She said, "But I've been watching your videos for a while. Made the sausage links. And they are so good." Did I say that right, Karina? Saw you on Chef AJ and love what you do. Thank you. We thank you for joining
Appreciate
us.
You,
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Yes.
So now our pans are hot. So we're going to go ahead on and transition over to the stove. Okay. So y'all bear with us a second. We're going to go over to our stove and we're going to show you how to cook these omelets. It's
Yes.
really, really, really easy.
It
Okay.
is. There we go.
All
We
right.
just transported.
Okay.
Y'all see my flip flops?
Okay. All right. So we have the pumpkin seed omelet and we have the chickpea omelet here. And we're going to you're going to need a spatula to get the
Okay.
chickpea omelet out.
Okay.
So you work over here and I'll
Okay.
work over there.
Okay.
You got it. Okay.
All right.
So hopefully y'all can see this. Let me see. Can y'all hear us? You still see the mic indicator going on
I
over
think the
there?
mic indicator, yes, the mic indicator is going.
Okay. So the way you check your pan, and again, you want this to be on medium, low heat. And the way you can check to make sure that your pan is ready, okay? We're going to just put a little bit of water, and this one seems not to be ready yet. At least I thought it was. And that water should bubble up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's how you know when your pan is hot enough.
Mm-hmm. So heat it up a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll heat it up a little bit more.
Okay.
And it might be just sort of sizzling like that because that measuring cup had a little bit of milk in it. Okay?
Yeah, I think we're doing good here.
Yeah, I think they're good enough. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead on and pour your batter into the pan.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, and you sort of want to just pour, just like so.
You know y'all getting a treat tonight because y'all know that Will always lean back on Queen. So
That's right.
I always lean on Queen.
All right. So we're going to cover this. Yep, and you notice we'll spread it out the batter over there for the chickpea because it is rather thick. So you just want to spread it out like so.
Yes.
Okay. And then we're going to put a top. I got another lid over there. Hand me that lid.
Okay. There you go.
Okay. Then we're going to put the lid on and we're going to let these cook for about 7 minutes. So timer, 7 minutes.
There we go.
Okay. I'm going to let the chickpea, I think the chickpea is 8 minutes. Let me see. Hold it.
We're getting it all together for you guys.
So the chickpea is 7 minutes.
Okay, that's
So that'll be the 7 minutes. And then the scramble, the pumpkin is 8 minutes. So we're gonna go. Okay. All right.
Good.
So
Hey.
that's it. You pour the batter in and you sort of, shape it like a pancake if you want.
Right.
And we have this on medium, low heat.
Yes.
And then you want to cover it. Covering the pan keeps the heat in and it helps the omelet to cook evenly. Okay.
Yes.
And we're going to let it cook.
Yes.
So while we're waiting on this to cook, we're going to do some more chatting with you guys.
See, let me see here. Who's that?
Say Cindy.
Cindy.
Okay,
Bill?
go ahead.
Yep.
Show
Yeah.
the question.
Show it in here, Cindy. There we go.
Cindy, can you use sunflower? You know what, Cindy?
Yes.
I have not tried the sunflower seeds.
Okay.
But you know what? You can.
Yes.
I might do this, try the sunflower seeds next week. But in my research, I haven't seen sunflower seeds being used for scrambles, eggs or omelets. But you know what? I don't see. It's worth a try.
Yeah.
So you could probably try it. I'll sort of try it. I was so focused on the pumpkin seed because it worked so well with the pumpkin seed scramble that we did last week.
Right.
And I'll make sure I leave a link below where you guys can watch that link from last week. We actually scrambled eggs last week, vegan eggs using tofu.
Yep.
And then we scrambled it a different way by using pumpkin seeds.
That's right.
So I have not tried the sunflower seeds So I'm not sure if they will work or not, but you could try and see if they work,
Yes.
you know,
I
and
think
then
that's
let us
good.
know.
Yeah, please
Definitely.
do. Yes. And then Karina, she asked all the nonstick pans from Walmart.
Yes.
I forgot what brand you said.
Yeah, Karina, these are from Walmart. Yes, the name brand is called Time, like the herb Time.
Yep.
And Table, and they are absolutely amazing.
Yes.
They're at Walmart. At least they are at my Walmart. And I'm so sorry about our internet sort of dropping here. Is there any way we can hook our iPad up to the internet? No.
Probably not right now.
Okay. All right. So we can't hook it up.
Knock us totally off. You know.
Okay. So anyway, technology, love, hate relationship.
Yes.
But yeah, Time and Table is the name of those pans that we have, and you can get them from Walmart. Because y'all know I'm a Walmart kind of girl, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
So
that's
straighten
right.
up.
Yeah, we good.
Thanks
so
for all
Alice
you share.
Swan, yep, she said what? Thanks for all you share for the whole food plant-based community. Never heard of using pumpkin seed for omelets. Can't wait to try the
They
recipe.
are amazing.
They really are.
You know what? And you know what? I forgot to add, and my sister told me I was going to forget. I forgot to add the baking powder. We're supposed to add 1/8 teaspoon of baking powder to the chickpea right before we put it into the pan. And I forgot to add it. So we're going to see how this is going to come out. But you do want to add the baking powder. The baking powder and the flaxseed work together because it does sort of hold the omelet together and for the pumpkin seed. And it also helps the pumpkin seed to just rise a little bit. So my bad. And my sister told me, she was like, you're going to forget to do that. But yeah, we should have added 1/8 teaspoon of baking powder into the batter right before we added it to the pan.
So Juanita asked a good question. She says, "Is there any of your relatives changed to plant-based way of eating?"
You know what? My sister, she's completely 100% plant-based. And my brother, he's eating more plants. You know, I had my mom calling me, you know, I want some of them pinto links. Can you send them to me in the mail? You know, so yeah, just slowly but surely, you know, we just keep living the life, keep sharing the good news. And, you know, after a while, by and by, we all have our own timing.
Right.
And there's no judgment from us.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just, you know, that's your journey.
That's
you know, this is our journey. So we're excited. So I'm going to head on over to the stove.
Yeah, we have learned over a period of time now. When we first went whole food plant-based, we used to really just, you know, kind of bombard, you know, even our family with making those transitions and the changes. But, you know, as you grow and you learn and you mature, you know, in your journey, you learn you have to accept people as they are and just try to help them while they're in their own journey, not your journey.
Right.
And just keep living the lifestyle in front of them. And eventually, you know, people start asking questions and become more concerned. They're like, wow, I really do want to do better with my eating and my lifestyle changes.
And that's all we can do. Some of us jump in at 150%.
Yes.
Some of us jump in at 20%.
Yes.
And that's no right or wrong. It's just that's the way you want to do it. So who am I to judge, right?
Yes.
I just love meeting people where they are.
That's right.
And helping them out, you know, along the way.
That's right.
So we have about 1 minute before our omelets are ready to be flipped. So we're going to go ahead on over to the stove. Okay. Yes. All right. Let's jump on over to the stove.
Okay. Let's go.
All right. So we have about 1 minute. So here is the omelets. This is how they're looking.
Yes.
Looking pretty good. Can y'all see that? Let's see what they saying over here. Oh yeah.
That's good.
Looking real good. So we have about 30 more seconds. You need a spatula.
Yeah.
Now I don't know how you're gonna be able to flip this because it's all in the wrist, right?
Okay.
We're gonna sort of break up, go around the pan and lift the omelet up. So let it cook a little bit more.
Okay.
And you want it to be a quick action here, okay? So do you still see the mic registering? Okay,
yes.
good. Okay.
Yes. The mic's
So
registered.
we're gonna let these cook a few more seconds, and then we're going to just sort of go around with the spatula. And I just might do this because Will hasn't done this for, and it is not a little trick to it, but if you're not a pro at flipping, the omelet could, let me use this spatula. Excuse me.
Mhm.
So it looks like our chickpea omelet wants to sit a little more. If your omelet do not release from the pan, just let it cook another minute or so, okay?
Mhm.
Because when it is ready, it will lift from the pan, okay? So so you see how the pumpkin seed just sort of lifted up on its own,
Mhm.
right? So now we're gonna flip this real quick. Ready? Ready? We're gonna flip. Ready? Set. Flip. Look at that. Look at that. Picture perfect. Y'all see that?
That was awesome.
Isn't that beautiful?
Mhm.
Yep. So we're gonna let this cook about another I think it is, I gotta look at my notes. Hold on. This piece of pumpkin seed omelet. Okay, another 5 minutes. So the pumpkin seed omelet, you let it cook 8 minutes on one side, and then we're gonna let it cook another 5 minutes on this side. But isn't that beautiful?
It is.
Right, so this is the chickpea, I'm sorry, this is the pumpkin seed omelet.
Right.
And this one over here is going, let me use this spatula. It's going to be our chickpea omelet.
Yes.
And for some reason, the chickpea omelet don't want to release, so we're gonna let him, no, this one don't use baking powder.
Okay.
I don't think, let me check my notes.
It's always good to have your recipes down.
No,
You can make
this
sure-
one don't take,
You can make sure that it's the same every time.
yeah.
Every time you make it, you use your recipe.
We're gonna let that chickpea omelet sit just a little bit longer, because it doesn't want to release for some reason. And it could be because I went and brought a new pan for y'all, so we could do both of these at the same time.
Yes.
So that could be what it is. This pan just ain't broke in or something, I don't know, but look like she's releasing the, okay, yeah. So you want to just work your spatula around. See, and that's releasing.
Yeah.
For some reason, this one fall apart. She's never fell apart on me before. We're gonna let her sit a little bit.
Well,
Longer.
Will did put it in there, so.
No, it's all good, baby. It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, so I did put it in there, so, typically, of course, when Queen does it, it works.
It's all good. It's all in technique and practice, and there's no right or wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, and we're just gonna let this omelet cook and do its thing.
While Queen is over there working, I'm
No
gonna look and
comments?
see,
Okay.
see about our comments here. Yeah. Yes. Thank you all so much for joining us. Yes.
And remember, I told y'all don't rush this, right? This is not a rushed process, okay? So you'll know when that omelet is ready to lift up because you'll be able to get your spatula up underneath of it. You see?
Yeah.
So now we're gonna do a quick flip. You ready?
Yep.
Flip. Look at that.
Look at that.
Y'all see that?
Queen got it.
See?
You
It's
got
all
it.
in the wrist. It's
Yeah.
all in the wrist.
So Mary says sometimes the science is overwhelming. The healthiest way to eat is whole food, plant-based.
That's right.
Definitely a journey and a process for most. Thank you. We love you too, Mary.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna let this cook another 5-6 minutes or so.
Yeah, that's what I think somebody was saying here.
Mhm.
Diane, she said, so both the omelet recipes add 1/8 tablespoon, I'm sorry, 1/8 teaspoon of baking powder. It's not on the recipe.
Right. So no, only the pumpkin seed. Let me get it on the camera here.
Sure.
Only the pumpkin seed needs 1/8 teaspoon of baking powder,
Right.
not the chickpea. Okay, so that's why it's not listed. You don't need it for the chickpea.
Right.
All right. Only for the pumpkin seed. All right. Only for the pumpkin seed. Trust me on that. All right. But like I said, it's not a quick process.
Yeah.
Right. You have to have the pan down on medium-low heat and be willing to allow these to cook. And when they're ready to lift, you will be able to get that spatula up underneath of that omelet and then do a quick flip. Okay?
Mary said, wow, y'all should open up a restaurant.
I don't know about all that nerd
Yeah,
now.
Mary, Queen was like, oh no.
I don't know about all that.
We appreciate the comments though. We really do. I tell you.
Okay, so we have one more minute for the omelet.
Let me see. I know we got some comments here. Yes, let's see. Let me share a comment here. This Karina. She said, I hear you about accepting people where they are. It's so hard at first. Once we know how healthy and delicious this way is. But people got to come to this on their own time.
That's right.
My first year eating this way, I wanted everyone I care about to do it too.
That's right.
But they weren't hearing it. You know, we all
So true.
come on over here, Queen, because we can get in here together. But we
Yep.
all, Karina, was in that same category. It was the same with our family. You know,
Yes,
when you find something good, you want to share it,
that's true.
and you really want to share it from your heart,
Mhm.
especially when you know that it'll help them to live a more healthier, vibrant life.
Yes, that's true.
And we all want that for our families. And
Yes.
that's what, that's that emotion that we get caught up in because we want everyone to change and benefit just like we'll benefit.
So true.
Yes.
So now we're going to transition back over. You can move it.
No, come on.
We're going to transition back over to our pumpkin seed omelet. The
Yes.
chickpea omelet is still cooking, but you see it's not sticking to the pan, right?
Right.
So that first flip is the little tricky one. But we're going to go ahead on and where's my other spatula?
Okay, yes.
Now the choice is yours. You can put your fillings on this side, or you can flip your omelet back over and put it on this side. Now I like to put it on this side, but there's no right or wrong, okay? Either way, you're going to go ahead on and fill your omelet with some veggies.
Okay.
Y'all see that?
Yeah, we can see
Okay.
it.
Good. As much as little as you want. And then I'm going to add some of our Hold the Cheese Please sauce. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yes.
But you can make this with potatoes and carrots, or you can use a Yukon Gold potato, or you use butternut squash or a sweet potato. And I had some butternut squash in the freezer, so I made this cheese with butternut squash, and it's absolutely amazing.
Doesn't it look amazing?
Okay.
Wow.
So we're gonna put a few dabs of that cheese onto
Looks amazing.
the omelet. Let some drizzle down in the front there. And I can see some cheese on there. We'll fold it over. Okay.
Wonderful.
And then if you want, you can also put hand me some of those bacon bits over there.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Just a few. Hurry up quickly.
Okay.
Thank you. Awesome. And I also made some vegan bacon bits, and we'll be sharing with you next week how you can do that. But you can
Looks really good.
put that on, and then you want to flip the omelet over and just sort of smash it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this cook with the lid on just for about 2 more minutes or a minute. How about a minute? We do a minute.
Yes.
And then our chickpea omelet will be ready too as well.
Yes.
Okay?
It looks amazing.
Mm-hmm. You get the plate.
Yes.
You plate
It
this.
looks amazing.
These.
Yes. Yeah, Diane Peacock, she said, oh, it looks delicious.
Yeah.
Thanks for the recipes. We'll definitely try both. That's awesome. Thank you so
Well,
much.
I know you're gonna enjoy them, Diana.
Yes, they are really, really good, you know. Yes, it is so good.
So we are going to go ahead on and plate this.
See, we had a nice one here. I'm gonna let the chef over here get down on this question here.
So you see, look at that omelet. Look at how it's
Just sliding around.
right on off of this inspection.
Yeah.
It's hot. You know, see this here? Okay.
Yes.
So you're just gonna slide your omelet right onto your plate. Just like that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, that's the beauty of using a non-stick pan, okay? And then the chickpea omelet, we're gonna do the same thing. Here. We want to fill it with some veggies. I like to flip it over again. It's just my preference, y'all, okay? And then we're gonna fill it with some veggies. I'm gonna do the same thing now. You can just put veggies in, flip, but if you like me, you like a little cheese. See that? So we're gonna put a little bit of cheese on there.
Yes.
And these are all vegetables, right? Carrots, some butternut squash. You can use a yukon gold or sweet potato. Okay. And then basically just gonna fold this over like so. If you want, let it just simmer another 2 minutes or so, or a minute, okay? And then we're gonna plate it. Now, how hard was that?
There we go.
It wasn't hard at all, was it?
Yes. Boy, this is a great one here. Cindy Deal, she said, how about half chickpea and half pumpkin seeds mixed?
How about you give it a try? You know, I was trying to keep these combinations simple and with as least ingredients as possible, because people always saying, why so many ingredients, right? But I think that might just work.
I think
it might just work. You might want to give it a try. And let me go ahead on and plate the other chickpea.
Yep. Sherry said, are you having these omelets for dinner?
Well, yes, ma'am. I guess so.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Nita had a good question here. It looked like she had a statement. She said, staying on plant-based is hard. Any advice on how to overcome obstacles when trying to gradually switch over? One of the things we used to recommend to people is to just start by adding more veggies to your plate. You know, if you just start adding more vegetables to your plate, you'll come to find out that you'll get full. You get to a point where you can't eat as much food. You eat the veggies first. If you eat those first and then start adding more to your plate, that's a great way to start transitioning. So that's one of the things we recommend to people. And then also we recommend that if you just take one meal, okay, just take one meal. It could be breakfast, it could be lunch, it could be a dinner. You can start like that. You can just take that one meal and make it 100% plant-based, and that's your meal. And then try that for a few days or maybe a month or however long it's going to take. And then add another plant-based meal. So out of the 3 meals, if you eat 3 meals a day, then make 2 of those meals plant-based meals. Okay. And then eventually just add more and more to it. When we transitioned our kids to whole food plant-based, what we did was Queen did. She added more veggies and more of the starchy veggies and things like that to their plate. They had to eat that first before they had what they normally like to eat. Okay. And they got to a point where they couldn't eat it anymore because they were totally full and they wanted dessert and things like that, which Queen made plant-based desserts. So, but it took about how long, Queen, for them to transition?
Well, for the kids, about 6 months.
About 6 months.
We transitioned because our Y was big enough. It took us about 30 days to transition. But I would also like to add educating yourself, right? Knowing you need to go plant-based and all of that, that's good. But also just getting the information of what's the benefits of eating more plants. And if it is your desire to benefit from all of those benefits, you know, it could be losing weight for you. It could be, you know, reversing disease, lowering your risk for disease. And that's one of the biggest benefits, you know, living a plant-based lifestyle. Is just lowering our risk for a lot of chronic diseases. Then that sort of helps you stay on track. And, you know, and if you fall down, get off track, get back up and get back in. That's what I say. Let your very next meal be full of plants, right?
And don't beat yourself up.
And don't beat yourself up, because it is a journey.
It is.
And the more you learn, the more you grow, the more you experiment, the more you start really enjoying your food.
Exactly.
Then that'll be all you want is plant-based food.
That's right.
You know, and then when you start really feeling the benefits of living a plant-based lifestyle, really,
Yes.
you're gonna be like, that's all I want, because when I eat the other stuff, I feel bad. You know, I feel sluggish.
That's
because
right.
the more you feed your body more plants,
Yes.
the more your body respond. And when you don't eat something that's the opposite of plants, your body will let you know,
Yes.
right? So I would just say take one day at a time, one meal at a time. Educate yourself, surround yourself with like-minded people, and that's the benefit of social media.
Right.
You have a lot of social plant-based platforms.
Yeah.
And
just like what you were saying, Queen,
Yeah.
it brings you right there to Sherry, because she
Right.
said the same thing. She said, I'm on plant-based vlogs all the time.
Yes.
But she liked the way that you always put things on with a different spin on it.
Okay.
And she said, thank you so much for sharing your recipes with us.
Well, hey, thank you. It is my pleasure, honey.
Yes. Yes.
Can you open this up for me,
Sure.
please? So while we're talking about that, I'm gonna go ahead and finish dressing my our omelets.
Yes.
And spoon.
Yeah, Tammy asked a good question here, Queen, while we're still preparing our she said, you know, do you buy everything organic?
No, I do not.
Yeah.
I do not, Tammy. And I know depending on who you talk to, a lot of the plant-based doctors and stuff say, you know, to try to go organic for everything, but I do not. I really do what my pocket can afford, and I really just try to make sure that I'm on the produce aisle, right? And just eat more plants, but I do not buy everything organic. I really
we
don't.
do the best we can.
We do the best
we try
we
to watch
can.
off our foods the best we can.
Yes.
And thank goodness everything so far has been working the way it's supposed to work.
Yes.
Okay, so
so you do what you can afford.
Do what you can afford.
And do what you feel led, but I do not focus on just everything got to be organic. I really don't. Is it plant based? Did it come out of the ground? You know, is it whole? Is it minus any added salt and any added sugar? Those are the things that I focus on.
Right.
And I eat. So we're going to go ahead on and put a little bit. If you can zoom in here.
Sure.
Okay. We're going to put a little bit of our cashew mayo, and this is on our website.
Oh man.
And it tastes absolutely amazing. Okay, so I'll show you in just a minute. So that's a little bit of cashew mayo, and then we also, you want to crop in here, you hit the 3 dots, crop. Okay, and then you can adjust it. There you go. Okay, can you see that? Okay, cool. And then these bacon, it's okay. These bacon bits will be coming live next week and showing you how you can make these amazing bacon bits, and you can put them on omelets, you can put them in salads, you can put it on, make a BLT sandwich. You can do so much with these amazing bacon bites. So y'all join us next week and we'll be showing you how to make these. And then also I like to put a little bit of dried chives on here. Now, if you have fresh, you can go with fresh if you like. But we have our omelet. So I'm gonna zoom in here and just show you this amazing omelet. Doesn't it look good? So here is the, let's do it like this. Here is the waiting for the internet. It's okay. So here's the pumpkin omelet, the pumpkin seed omelet, and then this here is the chickpea omelet. Okay.
There we go.
And we're going to do the next best thing. And we're going to do a taste test. Okay.
Karina said, I had high blood pressure, and within 1 month of going whole food plant-based, it was in the healthy range. That's motivation to keep it going.
There you go.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for your testimony with that too.
Yes, Hippocrates said, let food beat our medicine, and medicine beat our food. So yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Juanita said she liked salsa on hers.
Okay.
And we did put a little salsa on ours.
Now this salsa is the brand that I like to use. I get it from, I think it's from Kroger. It's called Frog. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can. So Frog Ranch, and it's the mild salsa. And the reason why I like this brand is because it's very low in sodium, added sodium. Okay, so it's like 40 milligrams of sodium.
Yes.
right? So very, very low.
Very low.
So, and that's how I shop for brands. I don't look at organic, name brands, whatever. I go straight to the ingredients,
Yes.
look for any added salt, sugar, and oil. If it's any added salt, I do the 1-to-1 calories to milligrams. So it should be no more than 1-to-1.
Right.
And if it is a little over, I'm okay. But if you grab like the brand that you're currently using salsa, and it's 230 and 350
yeah.
and 500 and something odd milligrams
per
serving, that's
Yeah,
too
way
much salt.
Yeah.
So shop for, just go down the aisle and look at the brand that has the least amount of sodium added to it,
Yes.
right? And that's the brand. And so this is the brand that I like, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Juanita said that's why she buy that brand also.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And it's also, it's very important to understand that too, that you have to look at different seasonings, okay?
Yes.
Some seasonings have salt hidden in them.
Right.
You wouldn't think it would have it in them.
That's true.
I learned that the hard way when Queen sent me to the store one time to get some seasoning for her.
Yes.
And she said, "You bought the one with the salt in it." I'm like, "What do you mean? That there's no salt in there. It says paprika or something."
Right.
And it had salt in it.
Chili powder.
Chili powder, that's right. And I looked at the ingredients, and guess what? Salt was in it. But
Yeah.
anyway.
So we're going to go ahead on it and just do a quick taste test.
Yes.
And then we're going to let y'all go.
Yes.
And we hope that you all try these omelets. Let me know which one you like the best.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
listen,
Oh, wow.
this is some good eating.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So again, chickpea omelet,
Wow.
pumpkin seed omelet. You got two options
Wow.
now to make amazing, delicious, heart healthy omelets. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So on that note, we appreciate each and every one of you
Thank
joining
you so
us.
much. Thank you.
Join us live this coming Saturday for a fun in-home workout at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's right.
Join us next Wednesday, same time, same place, 8:30 in the evening. And we'll be sharing with you how you can make some amazing vegan bacon bites
Yes.
to make a sandwich,
Yes.
to make a salad, to
Yes.
put in omelets. The
Yes.
sky's the limit, okay?
Absolutely. Yes.
All right. On that note,
Thank you so
listen,
much, guys.
continue to eat more plants.
Yes.
Stress less,
That's
love more, and
That's
move
right.
your body.
Move your body, man.
Get to the root of living a healthy lifestyle.
That's right.
Because your health is your wealth.
That's right.
Take care, everybody.
Take care, guys.
See you the next time.
All
Take
right.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, great.